Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And away we go from East Rutherford. Emmanuel Wilson to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Love now, off the play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him and ends with a touchdown. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Oh, look at this. They're faking it. Brought in near the 10. And he can't make it in, so they get the game's first touchdown, but won't add another 2 onto it. On now is McManus to kick this away. Sent to return it. Here's Will Shipley. Things going well so far. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Motion man left is Brown. Hurts comes out throwing. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Held in by Goddard, left side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Nate Hobbs in on that stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Hurts now on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their handle forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Love from the gun. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 12-point game in the first. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Here's Love up to the line. 2-point attempt coming. Got him to 1. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Shipley now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Option play. They give it to Barkley. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation. I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. On 4th down, Hurts. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Love. That one connects. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal. Takes the handoff, now Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers take a 20-zip lead. Jordan Love, the touchdown. Matt LaFleur with faith in his offense. They're set to try for 2. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Andrew Makuba makes the play. The 50. 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. On now is McManus to kick this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this is lofted deep down the middle. That one's going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. On the move, hit it right. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles lower the deficit they face. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. First plays a design run. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Lewis on the design run. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Gun snap now to Willis. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. We're to the end of one. 20-8 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun now for Lowe. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And finally they get there to take him down. That is a and a fourth down now after that sack.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I just hear the sound thud. Not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was third and extra long, and now it's fourth and forever.
And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stopped quickly, but the catch moves them to the 48. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. From the pistol, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing here, Hurts. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it out. Big gain downfield. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Has this at the 6. And he'll be just shy of getting to at least the 20. Bit of a short return as he's out at the 19. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. He's going to try another deep one here. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
How about that? Just 2 plays to get them into goal-to-go situation, and if this defense doesn't step up, we could see a touchdown right here.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. Jacobs. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Love. Dumps it off to his running back. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That is their third conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense that feels like you can't be stopped, you can't wait to say, ready, break. No matter what the situation or circumstance is, in 3 conversions, that's job well done.
And he goes out of bounds. They hand them excellent field position up across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down. One last play before the break. He'll throw it. He puts some air under it deep down the left. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. On now is McManus to kick this away. Bigsby with the return. Showing a little burst so far. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Hurts setting up to throw. Headed out right. Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. We're going to run with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return coming from the 6. And he'll be just shy of getting to at least the 20. Bit of a short return as he's out of the 19. Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. Love now, off the play action. He rolls to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
A second down throw here for Love. Downfield, he's got it. So that's Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They get 35 out of that play. And it'll give the Packers the first. line up the design keeper. Nice cut back to the right sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Looks like a design run here for Willis. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Packers go up by 12. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Take it in over the middle, it's Dotson. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Man in motion, out of the slot. 1st and 10, here's Hurts. Hauled in by Gunner, left side. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense to the line fast. Hurts now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Taps it off to Barkley, complete. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Packers loading up the secondary on 3rd. 6 DBs out there. 3rd and long for him here. Got a man downfield and Goddard has it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. They'll go from the gun with Barkley, and they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Throw is caught, and they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Excellent job by the quarterback to get away from trouble. Get a solid gain, get the 1st down, and get yourself out of bounds. Not exactly the way you draw it up, but no one's coming away disappointed by that end result.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Hurts to throw. Forced out to his right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. They'll try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone to make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the two-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows? Maybe we'll have a two-pointer that plays up.
It goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers stretch it to a two-score game in the fourth. So Love brings his Packers to the line. They're going for two. All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Shipley now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
On first down, Hurts. He beams one deep right side. Forces that one, and it's intercepted.